I think it's safe to say that Plants vs. Zombies was somewhat of a cultural phenomenon, honestly. A lot of people who did not like gaming, did not hear about gaming, or did not care about gaming suddenly were interested in this, and it's all because of Plants vs. Zombies. Now, I personally, being a real gamer, whatever that means nowadays, honestly, did not play it. But I have seen it, and honestly looks kinda at least neat.
One was truly video game perfection. Reviewers couldn't find even one thing wrong with its simple addictive gameplay. Compare this to the recent Plants vs Zombies 3, which people have called a game that straight up comes from a garbage can, in which watching 30-second ads for double coin rewards is more fun than the game itself. Let's explore
Damn! Wow.
how Plants vs Zombies eventually lost its way from an amazing tower defense game fall into the extremely predatory mobile game.
Okay, Sonny, little tip before you do videos, maybe you're gonna be successful at this, who knows, 4 million subscribers and shit. But how about you make your voice louder than the music?
Landscape. Firstly, what made the original so damn good? At a price of just $2.99 in the App Store, with no ads or extra in-game purchases, Plants vs Zombies 1 was simply amazing value. The easy first level gets players addicted immediately.
In just one level, the game already indoctrinates you into its gameplay cycle flawlessly and in a fun way.
With one 5-star review writing, I won't say that the game is a cakewalk, but it isn't particularly challenging either. Still, the game offers enough mental stimulation that I never once grew bored. This is due to the game's incredible variety, offering loads of different plants, zombies, and music, with comments stating the soundtrack alone is enough to make you want the game. This makes it so entrancing that people can play for hours, which led to crazy commercial success. In addition to almost perfect professional reviews, Plants vs Zombies became the
Man, professional reviews. Remember when those mattered? Yeah, neither honestly do I.
highest rated App Store product, having sold more than 300,000 copies in its first 9 days available, a new App Store launch record.
That is crazy. Imagine 300k copies, just 300k copies, being a record. Bro, nowadays, like, 10 million copies in 3 days is considered the record. The world has changed so much over, honestly, such a short period of time.
Developers expanded the game to 13 other platforms, creating so much success for PopCap Games that'd be bought by EA for $650 million. Yep.
Well, that's your answer why the game turned into shitty microtransactions, I guess. EA, who would have expected?
EA. The company was such an extreme reputation for greed, there's an entire Wikipedia page dedicated to criticism of the company. People
Are you kidding me? EA has been nominated the worst company to work at and the greediest company for like 4 years in a row? I don't know if it won you last year's, by the way.
called their use of microtransactions a plague, which sadly began to infect Plants vs Zombies. Because on the 15th of August 2013, Plants vs Zombies 2 came out, with one key difference compared to the first.
PopCap found a way to cram this game with as many in-app purchases and microtransactions as humanly possible.
Hell yeah, boy!
To the point where it's too much of a hindrance for me to actually enjoy the game.
Plants vs Zombies 2 features microtransactions. Unlike in the previous entries to the series, new plants can be purchased with real money, as well as upgrades and coins. These items can also be bought in bundles to save some money.
But of course they can. 5,000% value. You'd be losing money if you didn't buy it. What do you mean? Oh man, these microtransactions get wilder and wilder.
Certain plants could only be accessed using cold hard cash, and while coins could be
Oh, that is literally the absolute. That's like killing your game. Hey, here's a game people love. The previous version was almost free, and there's this version that literally requires you to play real life money 5 times the previous game's amount, by the way, just to acquire a little bit of strength.
actually earned in-game, you could pay up to $52 to instantly unlock them. The Pirate Seas and Wild West levels can also be unlocked without earning all of the required stars. They cost $5.49 each to instantly access. More controversial for whatever reason was the game's new art style. People argued that every single character looked to be designed by a totally different person, each of whom had their own way of drawing. There's full videos dedicated to the poorly designed plants, with the excessive discussion about this flaw being a meme within the community. This was because they'd hired
Wait, what the hell is that, bruv? Garrison? Isn't that the guy who made Garfield?
within the community. This was because they'd hired a whole new team of designers and under suspicious circumstances fired George Fan, who designed PvZ1 all by himself. Well, an article later confirmed EA fired Plants vs Zombies creator for refusing microtransactions in sequel.
There you go. By the way, this is what it means to be bought as a company. You are no longer the owner. Oh, you're the original creator? Yeah, but now you have to kiss someone's ass cheeks to live. You can't just refuse. You don't have the right to refuse. That's how these things work.
Explaining that George had lost his job as he didn't agree with the pay-to-win model. He'd partially confirmed this by tweeting, regarding recent rumors, it is true I was laid off by EA/PopCap, and also true that I was against making PvZ2 a freemium game. That's all I'll say on the matter for now. Sure do miss paying for a game once, and unlocking cool things by actually, you know, playing that game. You and me both, man.
You know what's the craziest part, by the way? You just have to make a good game, and then you can literally make everything unlockable with money if you feel like it. But just don't make it intrusive, and you can still sell a really good game that people like. It's so ridiculously simple. Like, you can have all these microtransactions, but just don't shove them into people's faces. That's all I ask for. That's all everyone asks for. It's so simple. And there are going to be people who buy them anyway. Sure, you're going to make less money than shoving it into people's faces, but at least your game's not dead.
Man. These elements led to videos claiming Plants vs Zombies 1 is better than Plants vs Zombies 2, but that's not to say that the second game was awful. It featured so many different plants it's hard to even count them, and offered 312 levels compared to just 50 in PvZ1. These PvZ2 levels were each set at varying levels of difficulty, better serving a wider range of players. The second game therefore also received amazing feedback, with critics stating the game is just as enjoyable without spending a dime, and that you'll only need to pay if you're exceptionally impatient or just not very good at these kind of games. The microtransaction model also meant the game was totally free, leading to 25 million downloads in the first 2 weeks, more than PvZ1 had achieved.
See, that's different.
In 4 years. In fact, according to Hey I'm Jay, for every dollar the original was making...
Isn't Hey I'm Jay the girl that has completely destroyed herself because she steals shit from people? Oh no, that's 20... No, that's not a lot of subscribers. Also, I'm also in that category because I'm a React creator. What up, buddy? What up? There was some kind of creator that was... Is this even a woman? That also has, I think, Jay or something like that in the name that literally just was a complete asshole. So this is not that one. Leave in the comments. Someone probably knows what I'm thinking of.
For every dollar the original was making, PvZ2 made 26,000. That therefore make the original free for every player, although this meant people would be paying with their time.
It's free now, which naturally means that the game absolutely bombards you with ads. God, I love mobile games. There are ads.
The fact that you have actual ads like this is just insane.
Before and after levels now, and even during, where the game tries to distract you as much as possible to watch a video for an extra item.
Before every level you have to watch an unskippable ad, then sit there prompted to download what you watched. At the end of every level, you're forced to briefly play a different...
Oh, these ones! God, I have seen these ones. They're so stupid. You actually get bored. This is how they get you, by the way. They know that you're not gonna even be interested in this the first 10 times, but after, 20 more times, you're gonna actually play this to see what kind of dumb fuckery happens. And that's how they try to get you, because some people after actually go in and, well, buy them, which is stupid. And the games are, by the way, never how they look. Like, whatever this is not whatever you're actually gonna be playing if you press download. 10 out of 10, which is, by the way, illegal.
Different mobile game with the hope that you'll download it later. Items can be earned by watching further ads, which are even served to those who initially paid for the game. You could say it's even more annoying than the microtransaction model, which was earning.
How dare you skibbity dat on that raid buzzy, okay? All the raid simping, but I love raid. Shut up. It's actually a good. You can play Raid Shadow Legends for like 3 years straight without ever worrying or ever needing to buy anything. That's what I did, by the way. And it was kind of enjoyable. It's great AFK shiz.
So much money for PvZ2 that start to build Plants vs Zombies 3. In the meantime, developers took a detour and put out Plants vs Zombies Garden Warfare. This third-person shooter was certainly different, but extremely well received,
What is that?
achieving consistent reviews of 7 out of 10 or higher. Garden Warfare was surprisingly amazing. I remember spending definitely over 500 hours grinding it as a kid. They'd therefore released Garden Warfare 2, which was even more successful than the first, confirming the third-person
Bro, I haven't even heard about this.
shooter style was perfect for the series. So when the
I mean, listen, why Plants vs. Zombies is successful? One, the zombie genre is something that people love! Love! Okay? I mean, did anyone remember the day before? People literally lost their shit at something that looked like a blatant scam from beginning to the end on every trailer. But it was a zombie game, so like, there is this craving constantly for zombie games, mass horde style zombie games where you have to shoot, defend, and do all of these things that for some reason is never actually, given, stopped by any game company. No game company is ever playing on the fact that zombie games are somehow just amazing and never even wants a good zombie game constantly. And I mean, playing for zombie shooter style zombie game, yeah, people are gonna like it.
announced what was basically Garden Warfare 3, developers likely expected another successful title. It was called Plants vs Zombies Battle for Neighborville, which featured an epic trailer in 2019.
Is this Fortnite?
Gaining over 15 million views from super excited fans, but with people eventually stating,
This whole trailer was fantastic and I love it. Too bad I love the trailer more than the game.
the game was a total flop. Plants vs Zombies Battle for Neighborville is one of the worst games you've never heard of. Extensive posts like this called it a complete and utter disaster in almost every way, and one of, if not the worst multiplayer game I have played in 2019. It referenced problems such as bugs and graphical errors, textures and map design are absolutely horrible, whilst the characters all control awfully and feel very unenergetic, since the sound design is absolutely garbage. Then, of course, there were the microtransactions.
These need to be unlocked, and the way you unlock these characters is through a specific challenge called giving EA 30.
Dude, what the fuck was it with 2020 and 2019 and 18 with just people like this? Man, there's so many of them on YouTube, on everywhere. Man, you see, again, bullies, like, schools should have programs to develop bullies, okay? There should be, schools should have programs where they take the kids with the greatest bullying instincts and cultivate them. So we never have to deal with whatever this fuckery is, okay? Add a bully here and there, and this is no longer a thing. This is no longer an issue, okay?
$40, but the game already costs $30 to buy, and you expect players to spend that twice in order to play the new characters?
As mentioned, the game already costs $40, but demanded an extra $30 to unlock every character, which could be unlocked by grinding the game, but would take about 3 months to earn one costume. Players therefore dismissed the game completely, writing as a player who played the two
Still better than EA's Star Wars Battlefield, where you needed to grind 5,000 years to get everything unlocked. Still better than that, boy.
previous games of this one, I can say that this game is a joke on the Plants vs Zombies franchise. Bad graphics, boring gameplay, boring characters. Compared to Garden Warfare 1 and 2, this game is very bad. They'd therefore stop updating it after only 11 months, leading to comments like it is so sad how fast this game died. If it had a little more time to develop and didn't have microtransactions, then it would have never disappeared. But apparently the franchise didn't learn their lesson, as during that very same year, Plants vs Zombies 3 was nearing completion. They'd had 7 full years since PvZ2, setting high expectations for PvZ3. However, when the first bit of gameplay was posted
Oh, this looks horrible. Holy shit. This is Sonic before the remake. Jesus motherfucking Christ. This is Snow White.
to YouTube, people instantly disliked it. PvZ1 skill, PvZ2 wallet, PvZ3 won't download it. Why? For starters, the game was now in portrait, which to be honest was probably more convenient, but at the same time it looked extremely weird. The lawn is literally horizontal. Why? Why is the display vertical? The game had also gone from 2D to 3D and had another change in art style, prompting memes such
I mean, this looks better. This just looks strange. And this looks kind of like a combination, but worse, okay? Let me tell you why this looks better. Because, you see, this is the head, and this is whatever the fuck this is, and it's attached to something, right? This is the head that is unreasonably human proportion-esque. And then there's some kind of magical fucking black hole space mount that's literally just detached. And this is kind of almost the same. And every iteration of this looks more human, which makes it just feel worse. I can already tell that that's the main problem here.
as this. It is evolving just backwards. The new pea shooter model looked absolutely awful, which sadly couldn't be upgraded through microtransactions. With videos like Plants vs Zombies 3 is mechanically broken, gaining over 2 million views, PvZ3 was taken off the App Store. They'd re-release it 1 year later, to which people said compared to the alpha this looks great, however again it still wasn't good enough. This happened again in 2022, then again in 2024, receiving the same feedback at
Wait, so Plants vs Zombies is not dead, by the way? That's wild.
every single point. The game was simply boring.
There is just nothing to do in this game, man.
What the hell Zoomer Fiesta is this? I can literally feel my IQ points drifting fucking away. My brain cells are fighting, but with murderous intent. And soon there's gonna be only one winner getting third place fucking anyway. The more I look at this, the more I feel... Jesus! Maybe this caused the Kennedy assassination.
And besides grind the stupid main quest that just sucks. 90-something levels of doing the same thing over and over
Oh look, a chain lightning plant, finally, huh?
and over is so boring.
I've just spent 3 hours playing the 4th beta of PvZ3, and I gotta say, how does EA get away with this? The game is 10,000% dumbed down, no more collecting plants, no more input on plant choosing.
Maybe EA looked at what Blizzard was doing and decided, hold my beer.
Sun is now worth 1 and plants cost 1 to 5 plus, animations feel capped at 10 FPS, gameplay feels unfun. Others complained it just had a scummy feeling.
Right out of the gate, it seems to just have that manipulative mobile game feel about it. You know that feeling.
Everything about this game feels off. It's like I'm watching an App Store ripoff of PvZ. As a result, it's still in development.
Wow. Anyway, that was Sunny V2. It's been a while. It's been a while. Anyway, bye-bye. Wow, this is kind of sad, huh, honestly?